Everyone able to see my screen?
Yes.
So this is an yesterday script, not this one, right? Okay. So we are did for the as of now correlation we did, and we need to today we can do for the parameterization. So how we are did for the parameterization in load runner, same way we can do, but we can call it as a here pre-processor. We can call it as a pre-processor. So for example, how to we can do means you can go to the thread group and there you can go to the add. You can observe this is the preprocessor. We have the different type of preprocessor will be there. Username parameterization and we have bean cell parameter, regular expression user parameter, JDBC will be there, HTML will be there. So based on for the which is your requirement, you need to use that. Normally, like how we did in correlation parameterization, right? Same way you need to do means you can click on user parameter. So this will be you need to above of the thread group you need to keep, and there you need to add for the usernames. For example, you want to add one variable, add variable and give for the variable name. Like for example, you are doing for the username, user name, and you want for the add another variable, you want to add another user, like you have the two users means you can add for the like this. Okay. So if you want delete user means you can click on this, it is a one user will be deleted. So now username you can give. What is the username of this store application? J2W. And after that password also we need to do means click on add and give for the password and give for the password J2W. Now this value we need to replace in the script. So where is a J2W is there, in that place we need to replace with the username place username, password place password. So now you can go to the login and where it is username password will be there, you need to identify first. See, you can observe username this is, password is this. Only one time only it will be there, username password. So in this place we need to replace with the username param. So what is the name you are given for here as a username you are given, same thing you need to replace for here. Okay, so but one thing is different, for there will be we are doing for the like open curly brace close curly brace, they, here we need to replace with the dollar and open curly brace and give for the username, like how you are given there you can give for the same username and close, and after that same thing you can do for the password also, dollar. Okay, dollar and after that open curly brace password. So I given for the what is the name I given, you need to provide for this, and see now username password is completed. So means you need to do for the parameterization, one of the way we need to do for the like this. Now we'll execute and we'll see for that in the debugging sampler we are able to getting for the username is equal to correct or not, you need to observe here and go to the view results tree and clear this and click on this. See now debugging sampler, go to the debug sampler and there I think here we selected this right text only. Okay, and response data, and there you can observe password is equal j2w, username is equal j2w, means what is the you did for the parameterization, all values is picked or not. You can observe j2w username password is begin. So means you need to do for the parameterization like this. So you want for the one more user you want to add means, so second iteration means second time you want to pick for the one more user means you can click on add user. So you want other variable will be there. For example, first name you want to do means click on add variable. If you want delete means you can delete also, no problem. And up and down also is possible. If you can't for this is the up and this is down means, so this is the down means you can click on down, it is come to down. If it is up, you can click on up. So that is the it will happen. So now it's clear, right? Parameterization. This is the one type of parameterization. But so to adding for the multiple users, every time click on add user and it will going to the like this. That is a very difficult, right? But I want for the some like using for the notepad we need to do. So how to we can do means we can do for the one more way, that is the thread group and add. In that we have the config element. Here csv data set will be there. Everyone will be able to see csv data set config. You need to go to the thread group, in that add and config element there csv data set config, you can click on that. Then this is also unit key from the above of the thread group. And here before that you need to go to the notepad. You can open for the any one new notepad. Okay, new notepad and give for the parameter names. Like we are giving for the what is the parameter name, already we are given, right? Username password, just you can give for the j2 double e comma, again your password will be j2 double e, sorry, comma. We are doing for the delimiter with comma, this one. And next user you are adding means j2 double e1. So this is the we are did for the complex parameterization, how we did, right? Same way here also we are doing for the, that is the way. Okay, so like this you need to add for the number of users, how many users you want, you need to add for our number of users. And just control s, and it is asking for the save test data, just save it. Now you can save it, right? You can close this. Now go to the JMeter and click on the csv data set, and here you need to browse that file. What is the file we are saved, right? You need to browse that file in desktop only. I save with the what is the file name, pet test data. This is the my test data, just click on this. Now file encoding we need to select for the UTF-8 only every time. That is the common thing. And here variable name with the comma delimited. So what are the names will be there? You need to give for that names, like user name. You need to go comma and password PWD password. And so ignore first line, then variable name is not empty, it is a false we are given, everything will be same only. So now you need to set for the like this, like we need to import for the file, and after that we need to always select for the file encoding will be UTF-8. And after that variable names, you have what are the names will be there, you need to give. For example, you have the first name, last name, address 1, address 2 is there means, so what are you mention in the document, same thing you can mention for here with the comma delimiter. So now we can save this. Okay, now you can save this, and again we'll execute. Before that, right, already we can disable this, no need for the two ways, right? So you'll confuse. Again go to the view results tree, you can clear this. I think we are added HTTP request, will remove this, no need this. Okay, now again view results tree, then now you can observe, go to the debugging sampler. Here you can observe password is equal j2w, it is picked, and username is equal j2w is picked. Now we can observe second user also is picked or not. How to you can do means, we can here give for the two users. Otherwise we are given three, right? Three times we want to execute, then three I given, and again I will clear this. Okay, again you can execute. So you can observe 2 times it is executed your scenario. Now you can observe this is the debugging sampler. We need to understand that what are the users picked. See, this is the first time you can observe J2W is picked, and second user is picked for the see J2W3, and J2W2 is picked. So again we can observe, so three scenarios, three will picked. So this is the third one, and this is the first one, and second one it is picked. So now you can observe J2 3 and J2 means what you are given same value is picking from where CSV data set. So where is your CSV dataset? You can observe what is the names you are given. You are able to understand here also. If you open this, see this is the third iteration. It is picked for the like this username this and password this. So means you need to create for the data like this. How much data you want, you need to copy and paste it, and you can use for the number of data point of view. You can do for the CSV dataset config. So these two is fine for username parameter and CSV dataset. So anyone any doubt for regarding these two? Yes or no? So now the script is everything is ready, right? Then we can do for the execution, because what we did for the recorded script. After recorded script we did for the correlation, parameterization, assertions. Maximum we can do for these things only, that is fine. Then your script will be work fine, then you need to execute. So now we need to, what we can do means we can take for the one new project and do for the scripting enhancements, and we can do for the executions also for today. Okay, so one more way I will explain for the how to we can record the script, like I think already blazimeter, using for the blazimeter. I think we have blazimeter. Yeah, so you need to download for the blazimeter. I will explain for that process. Like you can enter for the blazimeter download for Windows. Okay, and after that you are able to see this. You can open this, and here you can download for the blazimeter. Once it is downloaded, so what you need to do means link will be there, direct you can download it. Yeah, this is the so here you can click on the download, and it is downloaded. So we once downloaded, it is asking for the Chrome extension. Then if you download it, and it will show for the like this blazimeter, this is the Chrome extensions. You are able to see the all extensions files here. So if you click on this, so it will open for the like this. Now you want to, which scenario you want to record, you can start, this is the record button, and you can do for the here what is the scenario you are doing for the execution. So for example, we are doing for the, what is that application. Okay, so we'll do for the this application. Okay, web tour application will record through blazimeter. How to we can record means, so this is the button. So if you click on this, before click on, you need to give for the some advanced options. So and assembly you need to give for the name like web tour, and you need to give for the these all the advanced options, like what is the current browser you are using, and what is the filter you want to filter, HTTP or HTTPS, and everything will be there in the advanced setting. So now you need to click on start record button. This is the start recording button. You can click on start recording button. So here it is asking for the test steps. So what you are doing, you need to give for that. We are doing for the what, launch. We are doing launch URL T01 and add the step, and after add the step you can perform the this. See, launch is done. After launch, what we need to do? We need to do for the login. Login T02 add step. Then you can perform the login like Jojo and B and click on login. So after that login, what we need to do? We need to do for the click on flight. You need to give for the step name for here. It is. This is the, if you want page means you can please, this is the stop recording means you can stop recording. So now what we can do, next step will be we can do for the click on flight, right? You can click on flight. Why it is 4 test labels? So we are clicking for the flights and we are selecting for the source and destination, and we are selecting for the find flight and payment and logout. So after this completed, right, you can stop recording, but you can click on stop recording. So after start recording again, you want to see for the what are the recorded you want to see means you can go to the here only, open for this blazing meter and you can click on save. Already see, this is the our scenario, what is the we are recorded. It is asking from the some two files, JMeter selenium and selenium only. So what is the file you want to save, you can give for that format. Otherwise you can click on for the edit also, and we are able to see the code here. You can observe, this is the code only, it is recorded. So this code you can convert as a JMX, nothing but as a our like what is the extension of the JMeter? JMX. If you click on this, then it is downloaded for this file. So now this is not recorded properly. Some error it is came. Again we'll do for the one more. Maybe here you need to execution also we can do for here. Okay, that things we can see again later. Okay. And I have one more application will be there. We'll see for the some banking application. URLs. First we'll check here. Yeah, this is the application, some zero bank application. Okay, so now this one also we can record. Again I am recording. So again you are doing for the this and Q for the zero banking. Install and give for the step name. We need to give for the step name launch. And perform the login. Okay, and after that next what you are doing, we need to log in, add step, and after that click on sign in button, and we need to give for the login details. Login details will be username capital small only, password also password, and click on sign in button. Okay, see login is done. You can observe here, you can observe login is done. So now after that You want to do for the any online banking means click on online banking. So for example, we'll click on online banking. So in this application you can do for the different transactions, like after click on online banking you can do for the withdraw or account summary. You can see for the different things also you can do it for here. So final will be after that I want only log out. Sometimes some applications you are unable to log in, right? So at that time you can do for the, this is the way you can do for the recording for the, and after that recording you need convert as a JMX file. So now recording is completed. I am stopping recording. Again now I am going here and open this and click on edit, and here we have the JMX will be disabled, will be there. You can observe all requests will be generated. Now if you want for this export as a JSON will be there, right? You can click on this. See JSON is done, right? Then you need to convert for this JSON into JMX file. So just click on that, and here you can select for the downloaded file. What is the name? You can observe zero banking, right? You can select that zero bank JMeter JSON. This is the right now one. You can observe date also. You can observe 128. So open that and click on convert. Sometimes you are directly also JMX will be, if you click on directly JMX it is downloaded, but my side I don't know, it is a disable will be there. Okay, if you click on directly it is enabled, directly you can download for the JMX file only. Otherwise we can convert means we can convert for the like this. See now it is converted. Now you want for the download JMX file. You can click on download JMX file. Now download JMX file is done. Then now you can go to the script and you can go to the file and click on open, and now you can select for that what is the our file name, zero bank, or what is that. You can go there and you can observe zero banking JMeter JMX. Where we saved downloads, right? You can go to the downloads. So this is the our JMeter JMX file. You can observe JMeter JMX file. You can only JMX file only we need to open for our script. So now it is a everything is a, see zero banking our project, and after that in the thread group what are the request you are did, all thing it is came. See you didn't get any junk data also. You can observe when we are doing for the scripting in the JMeter we are getting for the lot of junk data. So the lot of junk data will be there, that will be we are getting for that is wrong, right? So that is why if you record this is the way exactly what are the request it is generating from the server side, those only it is captured. So now after that you can do for the scripting. So in launch this generate as a parent sample, because this is the transactions, right? We need to give as a generate as a parent sample. So now we need to do for the like what are the correlation will be the parameterization you need to check. If you click on this and after that you can click on this, see now you can observe this request we don't have any values and this request we don't have any values. In the sign in we can see for the username and password will be there. So we can do for the parameterization for the username and password. And you can observe user token. This is the server side value. So it means this is the dynamic value we need to do for the correlation. And after that you can observe this is also user token only. And after that online banking we have nothing will be there in logout. So in this script we identify the login page. We have the this is the username, password will be there. Okay, so if you want to CSV data set means you can create for the CSV data set. Otherwise you want for the user parameter you can do for the how which is the is possible you can do pre-processor. I am doing for the username parameter. And after that I am giving for the variable 1 2, like one is the user, one is the password, and this is the name. Username is a username only. Okay, and password will be password. Okay, now I did. Now I want to replace here. Where is the username password place? I need to replace with the dollar and curly brace. And what I given, password I given, then username place. I'm removing this and dollar open curly brace and user. I given only just user, that is it. So now parameterization will be done. Next what we can do, we can do for the correlation. Then we can copy this value. And before that you want to execute this means we need for the view results tree. Where we can see for the view results tree? In the add, in the we have the listeners. In the listeners we can see for the view results tree. You can click on that. See, these are review results states open. Now you can execute once. See, after launch login is taking time. Same too you can observe when we record for the blazometer, right? URLs, everything we are able to see for the very clearly. Okay, this is the launch and login means you are able to sync for the login, sign in, and online banking means online banking. You are seeing for the properly. But when you are recording from the through this, right, you can observe just you are seeing for the login like this only you are seeing. Okay, login is failed. Okay. What is the response code you got? Non-HTTP response code java.net SSL handshake expression. See, the response message non-HTML response message. The server selected product protocol version TLS 1.0 is not accepted by the client preferences. TLS 1.3 TLS. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now you can observe login itself. It's failed. In the, go to the response data. So you got for the response. Now you can just check for that. So it is asking from the here it is showing for the response means you need to write for the above of the request. We need to write for the function means you need to write for the in the login only. Here you need to write. So this is the first request, right? Means the correlation you need to do for the here. Go to the post processor and boundary extractor, and we need to find for that also, right? Sorry, response body. So for here you can search for the what is that value, user token. You can search from here user underscore token. Now we identify this. Then you can take this and you can do for the correlation. Okay. And go to the notepad, control V, and take for this the left. Boundary extractor and give for the name. User token, right? You can give for the user underscore token underscore CORR. And after that left boundary you can copy and paste, and right boundary and take up to this file, and you want for the default value you need to give for the not found. Okay, after that you can execute. So you can observe we are died for the parameterization that value is picking properly or not you want to see, means we need to add for the debug sampler. So go to the thread group, in the sampler we need to add for the debug sampler. Now you are able to see the after execution in the debug sampler also it is display here, and what are the you did you are able to understand. Sample results. So this is the some SSL handshake exception. So when you are recording script, right, sometimes will be we want to do for the settings also, like take that something options. The settings only. SSL. Now the options will be there. IE only we can see for Explorer. Immediately it is disabled. Okay, that we'll see later. Okay, no worry. Okay, so now again we'll execute. We'll clear this and execute. The same to this application also some problem will be there. You can observe here zero bank application. After launch it is doing properly, but if you click on sign in, you are entering for the username and password. Login is not doing successfully. So application issue also will be there. You can observe here the site providing for the secure connection. Use an unsupported protocol. It is asking. Okay.
I think it need SSL certificate.
Yes, yes. This will be asking for that because banking applications, right? Definitely we
Hmm.
need to import for the SSL certification. Okay, so that is why your login here also it is failing because login is unable to we are doing for the properly, so that is why it is failing. But you can observe it is executing. Okay, finally just we'll see that. So now click on debug sampler and response data. There we can see for the what you did as of now. You are able to see user token is successfully done. Correlation. Everyone able to see user token COR. You are not replaced, right? Then you can go there and you can replace. In this place you can replace with the you can copy this and click on Control F, and we need to search this one and we need to give for the name, right? What is the name we are given? Counter extractor. You can copy this. So how to we can replace dollar open curly brace and parameter name and close, and now you can click on for the next. See it is there, then you can replace, and again here also will be there, you can replace. So now it's done. Two places will be there. You can click on next. We don't have anywhere, so only two types only will be there. Then replace also done. So this is the way we can do for that, and after that we can do for the assertions. For example, you want to further do for this assertion. So launch is a, you want to keep one assertion means everywhere we need to keep one assertion. So response assertion I'm copying and keeping to the everywhere. Where is that response session? Okay, here it is login is copied, right? Okay, control V and control V. Now you can do for the assertion. So text to response you can do. Otherwise, you can want for the response code means you can click on add and say 200. Means 200 means valid response, right? You can add for that, and here also you can take for the response code 200, and here also you can take for the response code 200. So if you select response code only, then you need to give for the 200, and final also you can give for the response code only. You can click on 200. So means actually we are, what is the 200? Successfully request and successfully response received, that is the 200. So now we did right. Now again we'll execute. We can clear this. If you import SSL version here, then we are able to, that error also it is go. SSL certificate. I will confirm that also. SSL certificate I will took from the in Google, and I will search that and will upload that also, and we'll see for the later classes. So how to we can import from the SSL certificate also we can see, because we need to fix this error, right? So definitely we'll look on that. See, if you click on this, only the error it could be that only. So you can observe response suggestion also failed, because you can observe test failed, code expected content 200, but here we don't have that 200 code. We are getting for the some non-HTML response. So that is the error. Okay, and if you want to see, error digging is also very important thing. So you need to just mention for the, like, copy paste it and search in the Google. So everything will be, we need to search from the Google, because it will get for the some solution for this kind of things, non-HTML response code. So java.net SSL handshake exception, this is ours, right? You can open this, and how to they resolved, we are able to see this. So you can observe getting exception while executing for low test JMeter. I am using for JMeter 5.1 version. This response code, non-HTML response code, SSL handshake exception. So fail to alert protocol version. So same error, right? You can observe how they resolved. We can observe the error indicate that mismatch between the SSL protocol used by the application you are testing and JMeter. Check with the protocol does your server support using for the OpenSSL tool, like we need to open SSL kind host your port we need to give. This way you see which SSL protocol is being used for your server, and once you are figure this out, you will be able to HTTPS protocols, Java system property, default protocol, HTTP protocol, JMeter properties match what does your server expect. So we have the JMeter is there, right? Where is JMeter? We have the downloads. In the downloads, we have the JMeter. This is the JMeter. And here we have the bin. In the bin, we have the JMeter properties will be there. Where is that JMeter file? Yeah, JMeter properties. This is the JMeter properties. Can open, edit with Notepad++. And there you can Control F, SSL, you can type it and find. See, SSL configuration will be there. So there we can see that what are the SSLs we have. SSL. So here you can observe this all will be disabled will be there SSLs. So here you can observe we need to enable that based on for the our error. So you can go to the our script, and what is this expecting? Actually the server selected protocol version TLS 1.0 is not accepted by the client preferences TLS 1.3 and TLS 1.2. So means TLS 1.3 TLS 1.2 we need, so we need to add for that in the here. So how to we can add means here will be already there, right? You can just so you can observe here also where we see.
Here I think HTTP dot protocol is equal to TLS is written.
Yes, HTTP default protocol or HTTP protocol. This is the thing you need to add it.
So we have to add this in user.properties file or direct properties file.
Yeah, JMeter properties file. We need to add from the JMeter property file. See, you can observe already here is there. See, this is only default protocol is equal to, then you need to add for the TLS. What is expecting 11?
10, 10 or 11, 13.
10 and 12 also it is expecting, right? We'll observe. So we are fixing the issue. We'll fix or not, we can observe. Okay. So after that, we can save this. Can close this, and now we need to restart the JMeter again. So if you are doing right, so again you need to close this because we are did some
This
changes,
TLS
right?
13, 10, 13 and 12.
13 sorry,
10, 13 and 12.
the
We
server selected protocol version TLS 1.0 is not accepted by the client preferences. Client preferences TLS 1.3 or 1.2. What we are added?
10, 11, 12, I think. Ten is fine. Instead of 11, we have to write 13.
That's fine, right? Save it and close. Now we'll restart for the JMeter. Yes, you can close this JMeter and all browsers you can close for the JMeter. Again go to the bin and open for the Apache JMeter. If you did any changes in right JMeter property file, you need to again restart it. Now again we'll open this and file recent zero banking JMeter. So everything is yep. Now we need to execute. We'll see now. We fixed or not, we can check. Then we register. So if you get any error, please try to fix yourself. Okay, you can search in Google or whatever maybe, and we need to fix it. Okay, that is thing also very important for.
So for BlazeMeter, we don't need to activate proxy server.
Yes, yes. No need to activate proxy. Say still again it's failed. Now we got some different error. Non-HTML response code java.io exception. Response message non-HTTP response message repro on JIO.
We can use exceptional handling over here, I think.
Yeah. This application also is not properly there, man. It's a manual also is not opening, right? That is also
Oh,
issue. Okay. In debug sampler, we can see the response data. Okay, user token value and username, password. It is picking what you are expecting, that everything is picking. So, but this will be not support for the execution point of, because script only we are getting errors, right? What is that error? Some SSL factory, STL factory. Okay, I will check for this script. Okay, we'll work on this script also later. Meanwhile, I will open for the our previous script.
Can we directly work on Flipkart application?
Yeah, we can. You guys can try. Okay, yourself. So many ways you can try. Okay, that is fine. No worry. And can observe for this. So this is only our script, right? Now execution point of view. We'll come to the execution point of view. So after complete for the all scripting enhancements, now we can do for the execution. So we can do for the execution two ways. One is the GUI mode and non-GUI mode. So GUI mode nothing but just this is the controller. Like this controller, you can do for the your execution. For here you can observe number of threads nothing but number of users, and ramp ups nothing but per seconds. Like for example, you are given for the 30, you are given for the 30 seconds. Then what will happen means every one user will be 1 seconds will be ramp up, because you are given in 30 seconds you need to complete for the 30 users you are given ramp up. And after that you want execution, how much duration you want to execute, like you want to execute for the 2 minutes or 1 minute, you can check for this. So you need to, for example, you want to do for the uh, means okay, 5 minutes no need, right? Okay, we'll give for the 180 seconds plus 3 minutes I want to execute this test. So means I am designing for the like this. So just I am executing for the 30 users, and in the 30 users I am doing for the ramp up this and these things. And one more thing, when you are recording, right, no need for the debugging sampler these things, because that will be no need for this. Disable this, because no need to check for the correlation values captured or not. Okay, this is also okay. Now everything is done, right? Now you can execute that test script record, or also no need, you can disable this. Now
Can we
everything is
perform
ready. Now you need to execute the test.
here?
You
Can we
can,
perform the loop? For example, click on page. We have to perform it 5 times.
yes,
So for that purpose, what we have to use?
sorry.
Means for one transaction only, click on paid. We have to perform it for 5 times. Click on paid or
Okay,
anytime.
this one only you want to execute for the number of times you are asking, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we need to write for the, we have the some loop controllers will be there. Okay, you can go to the add and logic controllers. We have the if condition. If you want keep for the if condition, maybe you want for the this one execute for the 5 times, then you can give for the some declare for the if condition, like I is greater than is equal 5. Then what will happen, 5 times it will execute, and after that fifth time it will come out from the loop. Otherwise we have that loop controller also will be there. So if you click on if controller, you can observe. Then you need to write for the, like we are declaring for the int I is equal to 1 onwards, it will start. Okay, and after that you are writing for the if condition. If condition I uh, greater than 5. Then you are written like this. Then what will happen, this particular transaction it will execute for the 5 times. Sixth time it is a greater than 5, right? So that is why it is come out from the loop, and this particular transaction will execute for the number of times. This is the one if controller. And one more will be, we can do for the like loop controller also we have there. add logic controller and loop controller. So now you can give for the how many times you want for this particular scenario. You want to give for the 3, then it will execute for the 3 times. So no need for this. Okay. This means we need to write for the code this all things. This will be no need to write code anything. Directly it will execute for the 3 times. If you give for the infinity, then it will execute for the infinity. Means again and again it will execute. Just you can give for the 3 and we'll run this. Okay. Okay. We'll run for the only one user only. And I'm giving for the okay one only. And I don't want for this. Okay, loop count will be 1. Okay, now we can see for this execution how it is execute for that loop controller. Can clear this, clear already done that. Just will execute. Okay, what happened? It's getting failed. Test assertion, menu content. There is assertion size.
Size assertion, I think we have disabled it.
No, actually it is showing for this different
Response assertion.
text assertion it is showing, but here is not there text assertion.
Response assertion we have not involved, I think.
Okay, this is small application. Just clicks only I did this one. Okay, I'm not done for login also. Now for here we can observe for the things. Transactions also you can give means you can go to the add and we have the controllers, logic controller, transaction controller. How many you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5 transaction you need to give here. So in that you can keep this and you can give for the transaction name. Same thing you can add for the one more controller, transaction controller. Go to the logic controller, transaction controller, and copy this and you can add for the 5, right?
This is for which purpose?
Transactions we need, right? Without transactions we need, for example, in this transaction name you need to giving for the launch URL.
But how did we only record the scripting part without add controllers? Or
Yeah, that will be we can record right through this script we recorded for the what is that fiddler when you record right transaction will it will not come through
okay.
blazimeter it will come through fiddler it will not come, so you need to do for the manually. So just you can drag it this here and you can give for the transaction name is click on dog, click on pet otherwise. Okay, okay, can pet not dog only can give because all we are clicked, right? So same way you can do for the cat. Click on what is that cat. So next one more transaction you can add. If you need one more transaction, right, you can add for 2 transactions, then it's fine.
Here can we use For controller,
Sorry.
loop controller is also there, right?
Yes, we
Instead of
can use loop controller. Here also we can use.
directly.
Yeah. Now transactions ready, right? Now we'll complete this. Click on what is this birds. Uh, Small pet. Now transactions will be ready. Now if you check for that, if you want to for the any correlation parameterization, you can check. And if you want for the like assertions means before that you need to give for the transactions as a generate as a parent sample, then only you will get for the proper response details and all things. Okay, now all we did, now we don't have any correlation parameterization for as of now, but we want assertions means we can do before that, just we will execute once and we'll observe this how it is executing. How many times it will be there? 200 times. So it is failing.
Without login, I think we can't enter JPEG store.
Yeah, this will be different scenario. Like this URL will be. I will show you. Just go to Google.
Octa perform or second one.
No, no. This will be different one. Okay. This is the store. No need to go to the login. Just
Mm-hmm.
here you can click on here. So after that you can click on docs. You can click on after that again click on for the cats. So like this. No need to log in this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But what is that error we are getting? The response data. Some return as IOE. After we are added, we are getting this error. I think we are added SSL, right?
Mm-hmm. Because in properties file we have to not make any changes.
Yeah, we
User
can change, but properly we need to change. It's possible to we can change because sometimes we can give for the memory also we can allocate from here.
yeah heap size.
Yeah. Otherwise, something default protocol is equal TLS. I think syntax will be each one we are given one different, right?
We can remove this line for time being. Again need to restart it.
Just for Germans. Okay. Yeah, now we are getting false. Okay, now we are getting so response data. Otherwise, we'll give for the assertions for each page. Assertions, response assertion, sample paste. Okay, paste also I can do it. Copy direct. Okay, give for the response message. Response code I am giving. Okay, because successfully request and response means 200, right? That is fine for me because no need to take for the static test these all things. I'm getting 200 is fine. Before that, you can check for the each request also. You are getting for the 200 or not. You can check. Based on that only you can give for there. Sometimes 303 also will be there. Redirection will be there. You can give for the based on for these results. There you can give for the 303. See now everywhere will be 200 only. Now we are did for the assertions and everything, right? Now we can do for the execution. For example, starting we'll do for the 10 users and 10 seconds ramp up time, and it will giving for the infinity and execute with the delay no need. Okay, if you give delay, what will happen is the it will start for the after 10 second it will your test will be start. So I am giving for the 180 seconds means 3 minutes duration test. Now you can save it and aggregate report because we need for the report. So that point of view we need to add for the aggregate report. How to we can add means go to the add and listeners you are able to see the all the things, like if you want for summary report you can add for the summary report. If you want for the what are things you need to add for the listeners. All you want for the table format you want means you can take for the generate summary results, assertion results, and you want for the what you want you can take that here aggregate report I took, and any other thing you need you can select that. Okay, now I added only two. One is aggregate report, summary report. So for example you are executed test but this is not removed, but again test you executed same result will show. So that is why when you are executing, right, this is the clear, it is clear all means everywhere will be it will clear. See you can observe now everything is will be clear. So now we'll start execution. Now we can go to the thread group. So we are design these things. And now go to the view results tree and click on this button. Your test will be start. You can observe here will be user will be increasing. You are able to see 4 users, 5 users, and 7 users. We are getting some error. What is that? Response version was null. Why? What you are given? Oh, test response. This is our fault only. Okay. Again we'll click clear this. Now find that response code we are given. We are given text response 200, but it's not there. That is why it's failed. So by seeing also you need to identify that is the way you can again will start. You can observe here users will increasing, one user, two user, five. Every 1 second one user will be increasing. And here execution also is going. So it will executing from the test like this. See now 10 users will execute for the duration. How much duration you are given, it will execute for the 3 minutes means it will execute 3 minutes. This 1 hour means it will execute for the 1 hour. And go to the aggregate report and there you can see for the like this is the average response time. It is we can concentrate for the here milliseconds. This is the 127, these are milliseconds. And This is the average we need concentrate for. This is the login. So launch, click on flight. Whatever you are given, everything it's displayed here. And here you are able to see for the error rate also. So if you go there and what is that? Why all we are getting errors? I don't know. Response number of sample transaction, one number of failing samples. Okay, test will be running. Okay, no worry. Samples nothing but this many iteration it is executed for as of now. So, but if you are doing for the load runner, right? Ramp up, ramp down, duration. That is why you need to give means we need to add for the some thread groups. We have the multiple thread groups also will be there here also. So if you go for the thread group and in the thread group, we are able to see the in the test plan. You can go to the test plan in the thread group. We can see for the stepping thread group, ultimate thread group. This will be we are adding means you are through for the plugin manager. We are adding for this two stepping thread group and ultimate thread group. If you click on stepping thread group, see you can design the scenario like this, and you can one more thread group will be there, and that is for the what is that tier also will be there, ultimate will be there. So now you can observe here. Then you can do for the you as per your requirement, like what is the ramp up time, what is the duration, and everything we are able to see. This group will be start with the first how many users you can start, like I want to start with the 10 users. See, 10 is a ramp up. Okay, and then start two users means after two users again it is a I given for the some duration means after that again after 8 users will be executing. Maybe you are given 0, then all users will be execute for the this ramp up only it is going. And next you want to add any other users, you want to add for the one more two users means we can add for the two users means 12 users will be executed. Means you no need to add any users, just you can give for the 10, then it is a fine. And after that here threads every 30 seconds you are giving for the time duration, every 30 seconds will be one thread you are increasing. So if you give for the 10 seconds, then 10 seconds only it will execute. And using ramp up, how many seconds ramp up is every 5 seconds, every 10 seconds you can give here. Ramp down also, here also you can give for the how many threads. So 1 second or thread every 1 second or 10 seconds, 5 seconds. So means how you are did for the in there, right? Same way you can do for the stepping thread group. And one more thread group, ultimate thread group. Here we can design the scenario means you can click on add row. Now you can observe start threads will be 100 and initialization means how many users you want to initialize, 10 users initialization, and startup execution time 30 seconds, and hold nothing but how much duration you want to execute for the test. So 60 seconds or otherwise you can give for the 180 seconds. So means you need to design this like this, and what once you can design right, you are able to see the graph also like this. Shutdown time. Shutdown time nothing but ramp down. Like you were given 5 seconds. See this changing for the 5 seconds will be every one user will be ramp up. Total user will be 100. If you go for the 10, then it is a 10 users. It is displayed here. See now you can observe 10 users. Initially delay. Here you are given 10 seconds will be no user will be executed. Up to this you are given delay. Delay nothing but you are given. Maybe you no need delay means you can give for the 0. See, now you can observe, and after that this is the startup time, like 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds we are given, and this is the whole time, nothing but entire duration time. This is the shutdown time, nothing but it's a ramp up time. So like this you can add for the, if you want to add one more row, you can add for the one more row. Again, how many users you want to execute? 10 users. And if you want any delay, you can give delay. And here you can give for the any how much. So means stress kind of things test, right? You can do for the like this, means you can increasing the load, like ramp upping, again executing, again ramp upping, again executing. Means stress test how to you can design, means you can do for the like this. Again you can add for the one more user. See, it is execute for the like this is going for the execution. If you change, then your graph will be changed. So means based on for the your scenario, if you want to do for the stress test nothing but how to we can do means, for example, we will open paint. Paint. Show it so now. Stress test nothing but what we need to do means we can increase the load, again you can execute, again it is down, again execute, again increase the load, means it is a stress nothing but we need to find for the where is our breaking point of the application. So means here we need to do further, this is the way you need to increase the load and decrease the load, again execute the load, decrease the load. So you can do further, this is the way you can increase the load. So then you can design the scenario like this, you can add for the how many rows you want, you can add for this. Okay, so each load you want for the any delay means you can give for the delay also will give every 5 seconds, or you are giving for the, so every 10 users only will give. Okay, now you can observe. So you are design like this scenario means every time will be 10 users you are increasing the load. Got it? So this is the way you can design scenario two ways. Stepping thread group, this is the ramp up ramp down you want to design means you can design for the like this. So ultimate thread group means you can design for the as per your convenient. So if you do for the load test, you can design here load test, endurance test, and stress test, whatever maybe you can design here. So anyone any doubt? Report, you can come to report and you are able to see the these things, right? So when you are doing for the this kind of GUI testing, you are executing here, right? What will happen means your CPU memory utilization will be more, resource consumption will be more, because we are doing for the GUI based, right? So JMeter it will consume for the more memory. That is why we are prefer for the non-GUI mode. We can prefer for the non-GUI mode. So that we can discuss for later class. Okay. So anyone any doubts regarding this?
What is endurance testing?
Yeah, endurance testing nothing but we can do for the like long duration. For example, your application will be there. Any application you are doing for the some this application is this application you are execute for the 18 to 24 hours, like 8 hours or 24 hours. Some companies depends on the companies, some companies will execute only 8 hours. Only normal users, for example you are 100 users you are executing this test, 100 users you can execute for the 8 hours test. So 8 hours your application availability will be there, not there, means if you click on login you are able to log in to the up to 8 hours login flight booking is going or not, you need to check. That is the endurance test. Got it?
Yeah.
So anyone, any other doubts regarding this?
How many types of testing we will use in this one?
Yeah, we can maximum we can do for three only. We can important things. One is for the load test, one is for the stress test, one is for the endurance test. We need concentrate these three.
Mm.
Maximum every time we can't do for the stress and endurance test, but every time we can perform for the load test only. Okay, but endurance test we can do for the based on for the our application, like our requirement. So we need to do for the that, maybe based on for the requirement only stress test also. For example, you are giving for the some offers, Flipkart application. So before going to that into the live, you need to do the stress test. So where is the breaking point of this Flipkart application? Then you need to tell them, okay, 5 lakh users up to is fine. More than 5 lakh users, your application will be crashed. You are giving further recommended to the Flipkart. Then what will happen? They will increase for the like CPU and memory utilization configuration details. They will increase because last time they are used for the 4 GB RAM, 4 GB memory assume. That will be 5 lakh users sufficient. You are given as like 5 lakh users fine for this. More than that means you can increase for the this configuration. Then they will increase that and they will go with the offer. So that point of view you can do for the stress testing. It's clear?
Yeah.
So we have one more class will be there. That is non-GUI testing. We'll do for that and we'll finish that. Okay. For today only, I will actually plan to close, but I don't have time. So we'll do for the later. And same to you also. Maximum we took from the today more class, right? Okay. So no worry about that. So everyone is understand, right? So thank you for joining, everyone. We'll meet for the next class. Bye.
Bye.